Yo, yo, yo. Y'all, it's time. Man, you know, I wanted to give y'all a little in depth as far as my life and how everything going. But now, I want to bring y'all to what I really want y'all to see. I want to start showing y'all investment, or not investment, exactly investments, but I want to show y'all how to invest and when to and what to try and invest in. I do have a very nice person that I personally enjoy to watch, Minority Mindset. You all, I would definitely, sorry y'all, had to change the battery in the headset real quick, but let's continue. Uh, you know, um, I really wanted to, give y'all an in-depth of myself and, my situation and what's going on in my life. Just to start, so y'all get to know me. Um, but as of currently, I am going to get into what I really wanted to show y'all, which is investing in stock market information. I will be trying to sit here and give you guys in-depth reviews and stuff like that. Um, we only have 15 minutes as always, so we will definitely have to get through this somewhat quick. But like I said, Minority Mindset, person that I really do enjoy looking at. Uh, his big say to everyone is, you know, don't necessarily listen to exactly what I'm saying and take what I say as words that you should do. Just, you know, take heed of it and look out for it and make sure you pay attention. If it's something you want to get into it. But let's continue. I'm about to go ahead and try and play you all a video.
The stock market just broke a new record
Alright,
high,
let's go.
this time because three things happened. Number one, we just got new guidance from the Federal Reserve Bank saying that they want to continue cutting interest rates. Number two, we got some more guidance on the potential Trump tariffs. And number three, it looks like Americans are feeling more confident in the economy. Now, I want to start this video by saying this. Anytime you see the stock market breaking new record highs, you see two camps of people form. One side are people saying the markets are going to keep going up and up and up and nothing bad can ever happen because we forget that market crashes and corrections happen. And then the second camp of people are those that are waiting for the crash to happen
Okay,
and think
okay,
that nothing
Jesus
can
Christ.
continue going up and that the markets are on the verge of a collapse. And what I want to remind you is nobody knows. You can listen to all the billionaires, you can listen to all the banks, you can listen to every hedge fund. Everybody is guessing, and at the end of the day, a guess is just a guess. Everybody has a couple
Very
financial
true.
opinions. They're kind of like armpits, and some stink more than others. But the reality is, nobody
Very
knows.
true.
Here's what we do know. This is facts. What we've seen is that over the last 100 years, the stock market has seen about 16 recessions. Yet despite those 16 recessions we have seen in the last 100 years, markets are still higher today than where we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, and 100 years ago. And so if history is in any indication of the future, we know that markets go up and they go down. Nobody knows when it'll go up, nobody knows when it'll go down, but if you are investing for the long term into the stock market, it has been proven to be a good wealth building tool. But that requires you to be a long term investor, not a trader, not somebody who gets caught up in the emotions and all the hypey stuff. It's for the people that actually understand how investing works. So I wanted to just give you that little piece of disclaimer that understand markets go up, markets go down, and over the long term, well, time in the market beats time in the market That's what Warren Buffett, the great investor, says.
Yes, very true. And as he said, y'all, you know, you have to very much so kind of pay attention to what's going on in the market. Uh, um, I can't necessarily show you all the full video because I have multiple videos I kind of wanted to show you, so we gotta kind of push ahead. But uh, this is a very keen person that I enjoy listening to. Um, he has very good market intelligence and say of what he thinks is correct and is to come. So if anything, if you guys want to just try and find somebody else that is also a help for your future paths in life, I would definitely recommend him. As he says in person, don't necessarily take what I say in particular as something to listen to, but you know, if you see that it's working out and you see it going in a good direction, proceed. But let's go. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. I'm tripping. But yeah, you guys, as I said before, you know, the people that I'm showing you as far as videos, I definitely intensely suggest that you all go and check out their videos and stuff like that, because I do very much so see that they have very keen insight.
Here. So first of all, I usually don't make dedicated videos centered around the topic of politics, but I've noticed a lot of false information, fear-mongering, and misconceptions floating around on the internet, and I'd like to set the record straight. As I'm sure you've already seen, Trump has been elected as the next president of the United States, and this means that most likely there could be some rather significant changes coming soon that you should be made aware of, especially when it comes to the markets, your money, and the economy. Obviously, some people are going to be really happy about this, and other people are going to be really upset. But regardless of where you stand, please do me a favor and go into this video watching it with an open mind, because I'm just going to show you which candidates historically have the highest returns for the market based on the data, and then what this means for the next few years in terms of what you could do about it to make as much money as possible. Although before we start, as usual, if you appreciate videos like this, all I ask for in return is that you hit the like button and subscribe. It takes you a quick second. It's totally free, and as a thank you for doing that, I will do my best to reply to as many comments as I can. So thanks so much, and also a big thank you to 8 Sleep for sponsoring today's video, but more on that later. Alright, so first of all, I want to give full credit to the blog, The Market Sentiment, for helping me compile all of this information. I would not have been able to have done this without them, and because of Congress. See, here's the thing. From an investment standpoint, many companies are worried about change of policies that could affect their stock price. And in this case,
Yes, very
any
true.
change from the status quo could result in more uncertainty and therefore lower prices. But for any new laws, regulations, or taxes that go into effect, it's got to pass through a checks and balances. This is why the president can't just go and say, I'm going to raise taxes 5% on everybody, unless you hit the like button and subscribe right now. Even though the president certainly does have a lot of authority, for any significant changes to go into effect, it needs to go through its due process of review. Like, first it gets brought up and negotiated in the House of Representatives. If it passes, it then goes to the Senate for further review. Affiliation makes no difference, there's no systemic advantage to one or the other, and in the long term, everything balances out. On top of that, whether or not a company supports one side versus the other also makes very little difference. Like, you would think that a company that donates to Republicans during a Republican presidency would do a lot better or get some special treatment, but instead, almost the opposite happens. The data shows that since 1997, companies who support both sides or donate to congresspeople who share similar values, regardless of their affiliation, outperform the companies who predominantly donate to one and not the other. The reason for this is that, as they say, partisan contributions are more likely to be ideologically driven, motivated by social views and other factors aside from maximizing financial returns. This is less likely to affect the bottom line. They also go on to theorize that political homogeny may foster harmful groupthink and invite unwelcome controversy. So in a way, it's good to hire people who don't think the exact same way as you do. Ultimately, all the research shows that the economy is a much better indicator for how the stock market returns, and the sitting president has much less of an impact than Congress does. But you also then have to ask yourself, what about investing in companies that are likely to get a lot of funding over these next few years? All right, so just imagine this. In 2016, Trump won the presidency, and the consensus was that this must be really good for energy and oil stocks. So those have to outperform clean energy, right? Wrong. As it turns out, during the Trump presidency, clean energy outperformed traditional energy by 43% a year. Okay, but what about Biden? Because he pushed for a lot of mandates towards clean energy, so that's got to be really bullish for clean energy, right? Again, you would be wrong. During his presidency, traditional energy outperformed clean energy by 53% a year. In terms of why this happens, here's what the investment manager of Fidelity had to say. It's exceedingly rare that a candidate will be able to deliver on exactly what they promised once they take office. If you're making investment decisions based on such proposals, that could be a risky way of managing one's money. On top of that, this
Very true. Okay. So, as you all know, like I already said, uh, I'm trying to show you guys, give you a little insight on some, people to follow so you can manage your time. Uh, watching the good, well, I ain't gonna say good, but the correct content, And Graham Stephan is another very indigenous person that, you know, I look into as far as how he feels with investing into, you know, stock market, crypto, and in different, markets in general. Uh, he is a real estate, um, not, well, I ain't gonna say guru, but he is a real estate agent, and he is somebody that I personally wanted to follow, which is why I am going to get my real estate license, which we will also have a little conversation about, not now, but a little later. Um, right now, I can't really do much. I'm still waiting for the doctor to give clearance for honestly quite a bit of stuff. But I could at least do YouTube for you all. I can't go and drive or do anything else. And on top of that, I don't have the funds to do so yet because I'm not, working, and I don't have any source of income coming in, and I wasn't invested into anything uh, going up to my, accident. But yeah, I would definitely tell you all Graham Stephan, and then Minority Mindset as far as investing goes. Uh, another channel that I ended up, kind of pushing towards you all is Abba and Preach. Very good people. Uh, I'm not gonna say that they're the people that I'm, speaking to you about are somebody that you should just watch regardless of your feelings towards them. But I definitely would push you to watch them if you have never before, you know. So yeah, yeah, you all. This is going to be a somewhat very short video. Mainly because I really don't have much to really talk about because I'm not investing as of current yet because I don't have funds to do so, right? Uh, but what I will do is I know there were quite a few applications that you could you know do a not test run, but basically bring in playful funds or not well not playful funds, but you could play around in said applications as far as like investing and acting like you're doing so. Uh, honestly, what I would want to do with such applications is, you know, I'll put in like 100, 100, maybe maybe a little more. I don't know, maybe 1,000. I don't know. But yeah, just so I could have conversation with you all about investing.